Hello viewers, this is author Arun Chadha. Today again with you to make a presentation on business bouncers. What we are going to identify is that what boomerangs in business. This is what we need to understand. There are many problems that an entrepreneur faces. So we need to keep all these things in view, that all these contingencies may occur. They are the basis of all contingencies. First is the staff strike. I am a small businessman running a small factory or a small trading house, and I have got some kind of operational staff. There are different types of strikes. One is some of your staff may put black bands, doing some demonstrations, going slow, not adhering, and collectively they are putting you to a threat of going to the labor court. These kind of problems, this is the kind of staff strike which slows, which will put down the speed of the organization. Now the original calculation you had done was on certain operational execution. It will gradually weaken the organization. This many a time happens when there are differences in the partners within the organization, because it divides the workers into 2-3 groups, and then again this problem occurs. Moreover, the trust of employee trust is completely destroyed. So this is what we need to take care of. Then is the labor unrest. Your labor, you have guards, you are scanning them, you know where he lives, what he eats, what he drinks. Still, within the society there are labor unions. He is maybe the land of law. Law of land requires that he must enroll with a labor union. There is sometimes migration that takes place, and when they are in groups, especially when they are easy with money and they are in groups, then everybody would like to display his importance within the society. He will tell you that he has a professional relationship with you. As long as you honor your, I am going to honor mine. There are certain operations in which you are not under, his work is not under your direct control. That is what leads to the output contracts to be signed with the labor union or with the individuals. Again, we need to be very careful on that account, because bureaucrats will not let the entrepreneur survive. You see, everybody within the society, if is trying to outperform the other, then probably the society is not growing. It is multiplying the problems, and it is sort of lifting the economic losses of an economy. Gradually it passes on to next generation, because we are living in the world of traders. So this is again what we need to understand. When we explain it, even if we counsel those groups time and again, it is very difficult to reinforce in their head the importance and value of work or diligence or being loyal to the organization. They don't buy it. They pass it on to individual. There is some kind of psychic pressure or problem. which they are not able to reconcile with. Even if they wish to, when they look at others, then they again retreat. So the problem for the businessman is to contain. He is again not only containing for profits. It is somehow the other, he wants that the organization should run, and each and every individual that is attached to that organizational family must live and survive nicely. Natural calamities, again I have told you, the floods, the wars, the political disturbance, the earthquakes, these can lead to colossal losses, and then replenishing those losses leads to fresh borrowings, generation of fresh capital. Capital has a price, whether you generate it from public or from financial institutions or within your circle. For each and every penny, there is a built-in depreciation value which you have to count. It is only the means which you are buying for utilization. It is a resource. So resource price one has to pay, which the businessman should not ignore. I have seen in many developing industrial families, the next generation, if the boy has built up a project, let us say he has raised a building, so he'll say, okay, I have built this building, I have now become he doesn't understand that whatever has been invested into it must earn its price. So this is the return on investment, which is very important. It has to be taken into view. Only then you will be able to fix that how many cycles of capital rotation can be obtained and how we are going to do it. Lest the organization doesn't survive over a period of time, it will outbeat your planning. Bad debts, customer outstanding statements, getting them on fortnightly basis, monthly basis is extremely important to have a control on your cash flows, to have a control on your inventories, to have a control on your production, to have a control on your marketing strategies, to build up a control on your expenditure. So the customer outstanding, vis-a-vis, in many or good organizations, they compare it. Okay, last year in this month, this was our performance. In this year, in this month, this is our performance. Where we are lacking, because market potentiality should grow over a period of time, and that potentiality is being encashed by us, by our organization or not. And if we are not doing well at that end, then what is the reason? We need to find it out. It has to be rectified. The technology available with us is depreciating every day, and after a period of 8 or 10 years, it has to be replenished. If we don't, then we are again thrown out of market. In fast moving countries where faster technologies are used, they sometimes replace it in 6 or maximum 8 years. Here it is stretched up to 15 years, 20 years. Sometimes the next inheritor would say, oh, my dad had left this factory, somehow or the other I have to manage it. He is not able to understand that why he is not able to stand in the marketplace. So costs and the expenditure and how we are placing our product, how do we perceive ourselves in the marketplace is another important area which we need to evaluate. Change in policies. We can't make frequent change in policies. Somewhere, whatever our economic conditions are or market conditions are, we have to stabilize our purchase policy, our sales policy, our marketing policy, our production policy, the policy of hiring the manpower, what are the output values we wish to achieve through them. So this is another important factor. Price wars. Price wars do occur in the marketplace. Dealers, the retailers, they are all categorized: A category dealers, B category dealers, C category dealers. The offtakes, the capital involved, this all has to be evaluated, without which again our position, we lose our ground in the marketplace. If we lose our ground in the marketplace, then probably we are running out of business. Our workers are also not going to stay with us. So it is not an easy exercise. It is a very, very tough and complicated exercise, but still people do it because economies, they survive on it. Then is the technology failure. Price wars, I can give you some example. Something like, if we look into the cola industry, they would go to any extent in outbeating in many of the world territories their competitors. So their price wars cannot be matched. Price wars in tire industry, price wars in consumer durable industry, they do occur. Once you frame a policy, it has to be time tested for a year or two. And when conditions are changing, there is a change in the taxation policy, change in the import policy, again you have to refix the things so that the organization functions smoothly. Then is the technology failure. Our identification was not up to the mark. We are not able to withstand. I'll take you to the textile industry. There is a machine, Lakshmi Reeter. There is a company, Lakshmi Reeter, that manufactures a spinning machine. The output value it will give you will be quite nice. That will keep your prices competitive. But quality value it will not be able to give you. The quality value you will get will be from Swasa Alma. Swasa Alma is a German-based technology in the textile trade, in the spinning industry. The quality which you will get from Swasa Alma will be excellent, but the output value, the product value will be higher. And then you need to have a very solid team that is able to convince the people at retail outlets, at dealer level, that why the product of Swasa Alma is superior, and you have to shell out an extra buck. To get that extra buck, without getting that, you can't survive. So this is a very, very important factor. Technology selection, we have to be very, very selective because it involves a big amount of money. Then is the easy attitude. An entrepreneur may have an easy attitude. The next generation has taken over a unit. The nature of the old man was different and this youngster is different. There is a perceptional difference in both, and sometimes in education values, sometimes in the ability to take responsibilities. So it can bog down the workers at a given point of time and the organization may conk off. Our objective is to keep our enterprises safe. Bad investments. When you are in commercial world, you stand a chance to get victimized by speculative practices. Speculation is another one thing. However calculative you may be, it may lead you to trouble. We need to do business with stable partners. Means our suppliers, our financiers, our buyers. They should be all stable. Taking chances in the speculation market for an entrepreneur or even an organization, if there is a corpus surplus, taking chances in financial markets is not easy. You need to have a very, very good understanding. Once in a while, okay, let me gamble over it. Once in a while, you may take a chance, but then you have to decide in advance, okay, this is what I can afford to lose. If you are prepared for that, do it. If you gain something out of it, it is an addition. Otherwise, it is a very, very dangerous area. Our organizations, however big we may be, are somehow or the other monitored. In financial markets, there are bulls groups. They have colossal finances available. You are running a public limited company, they will underwrite 100% of your holding. They will allow you to draw also. But over a period of time, if you are not able to prove, then probably that holding will be disbursed. You are out. So the promoter building up an organization at that stage or pushing a product at primary stages in the marketplace is quite enjoyable. But getting the repeated cycles is not an easy task. We will evaluate that in my future videos. I hope you must have enjoyed this session, that how business boomerangs, what are business bouncers. Thank you for your patience. Have a nice day.